Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Sports Extra. I'm your host Ahmed Nawaz with the latest roundup of sports today. Let's take a look at what we're discussing. First of all, we inform you about the Prime Minister's University Olympiad 2024 that has started off in flying colors, of course, with a ceremony in Islamabad. We'll be talking all about that, the details that you need to know. It's all about the youth and sports at grassroots levels, which is an imperative part of this society. And we, of course, talk about a lot of years that have gone in to progress of these youth, where we've tried to harness their true potential and, of course, promote a good, healthy lifestyle, a balanced lifestyle through sports as well. But it's very important that on the global stage, we see that governments take the patronage, and that's what we're seeing here as well. The Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif, has been very kind enough to support this initiative. He already has set up a sports endowment fund as well. So there's a lot that is going into the Prime Minister's youth program, which is being headed by Mr. Rana Mashood, who, of course, in this opening ceremony also highlighted that together we stand united, and it's all about the youth who are our future, and we're giving them a right platform when it comes to sports and extracurricular activities as well. So we'll be talking about that in detail. Then, of course, we move on and we discuss a couple of particular things regarding India's tour to Australia, the Border Gavaskar Trophy. All eyes are now on the Indian team, how they perform on Australian soil. It's going to be a very competitive series. There's being a lot said from both ends, so the hostility is already there. So I'm just waiting for this test series to start, because it's going to be an absolute cracker for all you fans of test cricket. So we'll talk about that in detail as well. Of course, like I said, we'll start off with the Prime Minister's University Olympiad, and to discuss this further, we're very honored to be joined by the chairman of the Higher Education Commission of Pakistan, Dr. Mukhtar Ahmed. Sir, assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Sports Extra.
Walaikum salam. Thank you.
So thank you very much for taking out time and joining our show. Now let's take a look at a report, and then we continue the discussion with Dr. Saab.
The four-day University Sports Olympiad began today in Islamabad, bringing together over 3,000 athletes and officials from across the country. During the inauguration, Rana Mashood Ahmed Khan, chairman of the Prime Minister's Youth Programme, highlighted that the event's significance in engaging youth in sports and discovering talented individuals who could represent Pakistan at national and international levels. He emphasized that this initiative aims to identify future champions and bringing honor to the nation. The Olympiad will feature competitions in 10 different sports, fostering a spirit of healthy competition among students, while providing a platform to enhance their skills and proudly represent their universities. Children affected by polio are also participating. This event reflects the government's commitment to providing talented youth with opportunities to excel and underscores Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif's special focus on sports development as a vital avenue for the nation's growth and unity.
Well, there you have it. All you need to know about the details of the Prime Minister's Youth University Olympiad, which is, of course, an imperative feature now. Dr. Mukhtar, how would you see this forward? Of course, being part of an esteemed institution yourself that oversees all of these universities, how important is it that we invest not only in the youth on the grassroots level, but make this a realistic yearly feature for the years to come?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you very much, and giving us chance to speak. Basically, Higher Education Commission, as per the, of course, direction of government, always tried its level best to provide good ecosystem to our young people for university and university students particularly, not only in education, research, or other academic activities, but also to support them in the co-curricular activity, including sport activity. Every year we provide a lot of opportunity for our young male and female students if they want to participate at national level and international level, especially in sports. So we do encourage them, we do provide support to our universities. And of course, we also organize the such type of event in Pakistan. This time it is little different because the Prime Minister's desire was that can't we have an international university Olympiads in Pakistan? That can be done. But we thought before directly going that big event, we should start domestically, and let's see how much we have to learn in a couple of years. And then, inshallah, at one stage, Pakistan will be ready to bring whole international community, especially from university, to play different sports together. This time, this is important because this, of course, as I said last year in the nation game, You know how many medal we have? Our student, they have one is 120, I think 118 medal were won during the last nation game in force competing with the big giant in Pakistan. And this time we are now taking it to Islamabad in a way that giving it a new trademark that we need to go at that level, that our youth should work hard. And the people who deserve to be at Olympic level, we will also support them. Government is willing to support them. So it is a nursery we are trying to create, and we are giving opportunity to our young potential people who think they can do something good in sport also. They will get this opportunity, inshallah. And that is why we decided to have this event this year, so that the vision should be there, direction should be there, and opportunity should be there, where students from all over Pakistan, they will compete with each other, and they will get opportunity to compete at international level also.
Certainly, sir. Of course, we go towards a short break, but stay tuned. We come right back. Welcome back to Sports Extra. We're still in exclusive conversation with the Honorable Chairman of the Higher Education Commission of Pakistan, Dr. Mukhtar Ahmed, talking about the Prime Minister's University Olympiad as well. Sir, for quite some time now, we've seen HEC also participates as a sports department itself in various sports across Pakistan as well. And that has become a very regular feature that gives these players a platform from which they can be represented on a regular basis, a sort of like a department, as we say in layman's terms. Now, as far as the evolution of the education circuit that we're seeing, a lot of universities have opened up, there's public-private partnership, a lot is happening. But then again, the question still arises that through policy, how can we bring them at par that sports needs to be an integral part of whatever curriculum or whatever organization or whatever kind of educational structure they are presenting as well? Because obviously, even after this Olympiad, the bigger question will be that will we be able to develop a talent pool? Will we keep an eye on some of the top performers of this Olympiad as well?
I think we need to be optimistic and, of course, same time realistic. But you should be pleased to note that at the moment, this is a continued process. Of course, we are adding up every year. We are adding up new things. Government is also providing us support, as you indicated in beginning and in intro, that Prime Minister of Pakistan has given us multiple projects to address this area only. We have established few academies in sport in different universities. We are setting up different kind of grounds for every student in Pakistan, especially the university level. And at the moment, in the main teams of Pakistan, like at the cricket, in hockey, in women cricket team, and you name it, and you will find many HEC sponsored students who are trained at the HEC level, and later on they graduated, and that they are now playing at the nation level. So, alhamdulillah, system is there. It is not something new, but basically we are putting more resources there because we are left behind. See, the word small country like Hungary, and look at the other small country like you name few countries which have only 10 million population, but they always are the victory stand, winning so many medals in the Olympics games. And from Pakistan, we very rarely listen that, okay, from last year, this Olympic, we won one gold medal. So this is not on. I think a population of 244 million people, we need to have good presence there, and we have to create this opportunity for our young people.
Sir, with the experience you carry of your honorable office as well, whatever you say obviously is something that will be trusted across fraternity. And at this moment, I must ask you on a final note, what will be your message out there to the countless parents of these children as well? Because obviously, even when we remember our times, we've had a lot of support where parents have encouraged their children to go out and participate in sports as well. But because of the hustle and bustle of life, the evolution of this world, we've seen that the interest of students somewhat has been taken away. What would you advise to the parents, sir, for the future course and how sports is also a professional field, the fourth largest industry in the world?
Basically, I believe that we need to create a positive note in our society. We are so negative everywhere we talk negative thing, and everybody enjoy the negative thing. So we need to change this narrative. We need to be positive. And believe me, our youth have potential. I don't have any doubt on our youth. And I very strongly believe, given the good ecosystem and sports system, they will make us proud, inshallah. And the slogan we are going to our student basically is always, you dream it, and we will help you to convert your dream into reality, whether it's in education, whether it is in science, whether it is in IT, whether it is in sport, whether it is in other co-curricular activities. This is our moral, ethical, and legal responsibility as citizen of Pakistan, as government of Pakistan, as parents, as teacher, that we provide our students, our children, best of the best, so that they should put all their effort in the positive direction, and they should make Pakistan proud, inshallah.
Inshallah, sir, we certainly hope so. And more than 3,000 university athletes are participating, sir. So it's already a huge number. But I'm sure that with your words, we would agree that we must aim higher for the numbers next year onwards.
Inshallah. At least we need to dream high.
Absolutely, sir. Thank you very much, Dr. Mukhtar Ahmed Saab, for joining us, sir. It was an honor having you on Sports Extra. Right, that was the Honorable Chairman of the Higher Education Commission, Dr. Mukhtar Ahmed, talking to us about the Prime Minister's University Olympiad that has started off in flying colours, and more than 3,000 athletes now have been given a great platform that they can excel their skills in sports, they can polish their skills, they can showcase their skills. And like I said, sports is a professional field as well. So they've got all the right to dream about their future, dream big, because we do stand united, as we always say as well. On that note, let's take a look at another report and then we continue.
India and Australia are gearing up for the much-anticipated 5-test Border Gavaskar Trophy, which will begin on November 22 in Perth. This series is significant as it marks the first time in over 30 years that the two cricketing powerhouses will face off in a 5-match series. India enters the contest with a strong record, having won the last two series in Australia 2018-19 and 2020-21, and will be aiming for a third consecutive victory. However, India faces a challenge after a disappointing 3-0 loss to New Zealand at home earlier this month. India will be without captain Rohit Sharma for the first test due to personal reasons, and vice-captain Jasprit Bumrah will take over as the skipper. Additionally, Shubman Gill will miss the match due to a finger injury. Despite these setbacks, India remains confident in their ability to perform against a strong Australian side. On the other hand, Australia, led by Pat Cummins, comes into the series on the back of the several recent victories and will be eager to reclaim trophy on home soil. With both teams having strong squads and a rich history of competitive cricket, the series is set to be a thrilling contest for cricket fans around the world.
And there you have it, the Border Gavaskar Trophy. All the details by Sabah in this report. To discuss this further, we've been joined by our sports expert, international cricket commentator, broadcaster and presenter Asif Ahmed. Assalamu alaikum, how are you, sir?
Walaikum assalam, Ahmed. I'm very well, thank you.
So how do you see this forward now? Obviously, I think there's been a lot of hostility from both ends already by interviews and digital media, but I think looking forward, we're installed for a great test series.
Well, I think that not a good news for India that Rohit Sharma is not playing first test, and some of his personal family issues, and that's why he hasn't travelled with the Indian team. And another news about the Shubman Gill, their class batter, that the news coming that his left thumb got injured during intra-squad match. But I have seen a recent statement from the Moni Mokal, the bowling coach. He said that he's getting better day by day, and about his name in playing 11, we will decide on the day of the match. On the other side, if you talk about that, as you said, that hype is there and people are writing and talking about this Border Gavaskar Trophy on the social media. Australian team, their main players, they haven't played the last ODI match against Pakistan just because of the preparation of the Border Gavaskar Trophy. And when India is playing against Australia, in Australia, of course, you know that they'll be missing their leader. Jasprit Bumrah will be the skipper. There is another test for Jasprit Bumrah, extra pressure on him because he's the key fast bowler. Now the question is that the Mohammad Shami, if he will be in the playing 11, then of course that he'll get some help. And then India have called Mohammad Shami especially for this series, and they've given him rest in the Bangladesh series, and against England as well. I beg your pardon, against New Zealand as well. So I think Indian team, they're getting, and their preparation is well, but the absence of Rohit Sharma will definitely hurt them.
Well, Australia is very, I think, committed to the cause that they're going to annihilate India in this series. And I'm sure that they have this on the back of their mind. They're already dominating the World Test Championship. But, you know, for Australia, it is serious business.
Yes, Ahmed, and that's why they've shown the seriousness. Why? They haven't played the third. Even you have showed a video of Michael Clarke and the other cricketers. They were just criticizing over the Australian Cricket Board because they lost ODI series, but they've given so much preference and importance to the Border Gavaskar Trophy, and that's why Pat Cummins and the rest of some other players, they didn't participate in the third ODI. I think Pat Cummins 11, they're much confident, they're so easy, and when they're playing in Australia, they will enjoy because Rohit Sharma is not there. They'll put more pressure, of course, on Jasprit Bumrah 11. Though Indian team is good, but of course another name is coming, that is Nitish Reddy. He's such a fantastic all-rounder.
But India's in a lot of criticism. After their home loss to New Zealand, they're under a lot of scrutiny with the way they've been playing their test cricket.
That's why I'm saying that, you know, they'll put more pressure on Bumrah 11. And Morni Mokal is talking about another promising talent, and that is all-rounder Nitish Reddy. If you see his first-class career, once again, one very good thing, that just in 21 years of age, he has played over 20 first-class games. And he's a good batter. He scored a century and a 50 as well. And he has taken wickets as well. So I think in this scenario, in this situation, you could say that the Pat Cummins 11, they're more confident, they are more ready for this series. And once again, I'll miss Rohit Sharma in the first test.
Well, certainly, I guess that Asif, of course, is going to miss him. But even for Rohit Sharma's case as well, I think it's very, very important the way this series pans out. Because like I said, they've been under a lot of scrutiny as well. Australia, they've got their strengths as well. They want the likes of Marnus Labuschagne to find form. Again, they're going to be relying on their batting. But obviously, their bowling's going to do the trick for them as well. But certainly, I think 5 days of Test cricket is going to be very, very competitive.
Well, Ahmed, if you allow me one last thing.
Yes.
Well, you know, right before this series, Ricky Ponting has given some names. And he has said that I'm eyeing on two players, and the one from Australia, Steve Smith, and Shubman Gill. He talked about both of these players, and they said from India, Shubman Gill will be the highest scorer, and from the Australia, Steve Smith will be the highest scorer. So I think that's an interesting comment from Ricky Ponting, and that's why I'm saying if Shubman Gill will be fit right before the match, he will definitely be in the playing 11.
Well, certainly. But Asif, your prediction now, I think that's going to be very important.
I'll go with Australia.
But
Australia.
Any numbers you see in these 5 Test match series?
If you ask me for the first test, I think we'll go one by one. So in the first test, I'll go with Australia.
Well, certainly, that could be one of the cases as well. But Asif Ahmed, thank you very much for joining us on Sports Extra. That, of course, wraps it up for me and my entire team. It's goodbye for now.